It's a road trip tonight for AISD-TV. Tonight from Mansfield, Timberview. The Seguin Cougars take on the Wolves of Timberview High. Good evening, everyone. John Nelson on hand here at the Wolf Den at Mansfield, Timberview. The Wolves at 14-9 overall. The Cougars at 9-10. And the current standings in District 14 5A, Lancaster, a two-game lead over Lake Ridge and Summit. Timberview right now in that fourth spot, and Seguin at 3-6. The Cougars coming off a loss to Summit earlier this week, 60-49. Sutton, Coleman, Mullins, Burrell, and Bagby, four seniors and a freshman starting tonight for Timberview. Chris Mullins is in double figures, the freshman averaging 10 a game this year for head coach Dwayne Gregory in his sixth year. The Wolves are 4-3 at home this district season. They won the first game a nail-biter, 43-41 in the first meeting. Champions Senosi, Edwards Parish, and Murray. Four juniors and a senior starting tonight for the Cougars of Seguin. Josh Parrish is in double figures this year, averaging 12. Coach Bobby Thigpen in year number 8. Seguin comes in averaging 50 a game. Timberview defensively giving up that same number through 9 district games. In fact, Timberview, the first team to complete the first half of district play. So the Cougars and the Wolves tonight in District 14 5A. We're back with a tip-off right after this. And just about set to go here at Timberview High. Just off a 360 between Debbie Lane and New York. Seguin in their powder blue road unis, and the Wolves in home whites with silver numbers and maroon trim. Jaquez Murray at 6'5" in the jump circle for the Cougars. And number 33, Gerald Burrell at 6'5" for Timberview. It is run down, almost separated from the ball, as Lee Champion. And the Cougars have it working from left to right. Josh Parrish averaging a dozen points a game. He and Senosi, the two leading scorers. And here's Senosi, number 11. Came right down to the final minute at Seguin, that first meeting, 43-41 Timberview. Timberview coming off of a loss to Lancaster. Off the hip, and it stays on the back, almost went through, and tipped out of bounds off of Timberview. Chris Royal, number 23, to play it in. Now it's going to give way to Senosi, Emmanuel Senosi. And on the ball, Sean Coleman. In it comes is Lee Champion. Champion has Royal on the right as he goes baseline, gets it to Josh Parrish. Parrish had 16 points in that first game. He'll drive, give it outside. Champion lets it fly. It bounces on about every portion of the rim and stays out. First possession for Timberview. Jaquan Bagby's number 44. Here he is. Mullins, the freshman, is on the other side. Lost it. Slipped up. Last touch by Seguin's Jaquez Murray. And Jaquan Bagby will get it back. Soft toss to Hadnox. Back in the middle to Mullins. Mullins turns, gets it to Bagby. Wraparound pass from about 17. Up high is Quinn Sutton. Misses to the floor. Taken away. Burrell stripped loose of the ball. Parrish ahead of Champion. And slows it up now back in the middle to Josh Parrish. Parrish all district last year. Had 11 points. In fact, he's played the most minutes of anyone this year for Seguin. Tries to go up, gets it back, puts it on the floor, finds an opening, It is hit on the arm. 2 minutes and 5 seconds into the game. Foul is going to be charged to Colin Hadnot, number 10. And it puts Josh Parrish at the line. Seguin shot 68% for the line earlier this week in the loss to Summit. Lost 60-49 to the Jaguars, having led by as many as 14 points. One more free toss for the 6'2 junior. And we do have a score, 1-0 Seguin. Mullins gets free of Royal, stops, gets it baseline from behind the glass. Quinn Sutton fills it up from behind the glass. Sutton with 18 points in the first game. Inside, turning shot is blocked, but also getting the arm of Jaquiz Murray is the defender. And that's Gerald Burrell. And Seguin back at the line. One more for Murray. Cougars hitting 64% from the line this year. Cougars 14-17 last year. Made the playoffs, finished 4th place, missed it to the ball, and the contact, and gonna get Royal with a foul. Chris Royal charged with a foul. Seguin finished 8-6 in district play last year. Lost to White House in the 2nd round. Timberview a season ago. Finished 5-9. DeSoto won the district last year. Wolves were 13-13 overall. Up, off balance, and pushed as soon as he let it fly was Jaquan Bagby. Foul is on Lee Champion, team foul number 2, and it puts Timberview at the line. Number 44, 6-foot senior Jaquan Bagby. The Wolves 4-3 at home this year. They have played a couple of AISD teams, Martin and Lamar. Jaquiz Murray comes out. Kelton Edwards, 6'4", junior, number 13. In now for the Cougars. Bounces up high, and Bagby misses a second. 3-1, Champion, shot blocked. That was Hadnot that got the block. And then Champion comes back, and Hadnot is shaken up. Team foul number 3, and Hadnot, they have to come out. And a stoppage in play here with 4:52 to go in the opening quarter. If there's any sign of any evidence of blood, he has to come out of the game, and Colin Hadnot right now being attended to. That was the old District 7 5A, in which Timberview was a member last year. The state finalist back in 2009. School first opened in 2003. So Colin Hadnot, 6'4" junior for the moment, is out. Spraying down and cleaning the area where there is blood. Well, Danny Husband will join us next week at Lamar. We'll have the Martin Lamar contest. Former coach at Martin, Danny Husband, will join us. Don't forget, you can also join us the live webcast of National Signing Day on Wednesday, February 4th. Earlier tonight, the Lady Cougars ran their district record to 12-0 as Seguin beat the Lady Wolves 66-40. 3-1 as the Wolves on top. Quinn Sutton will stay in. Sean Coleman is the replacement for Colin Hadnot. Coleman is 6'4" senior. So that area is all right, has been sprayed and dried. And it's Timberview's ball. Jaquan Bagby. Obenwa in the game for Seguin, number 22, CJ Obenwa, a junior. This is Mullins. Mullins shoots and misses over Kelton Edwards. Edwards may have gotten a piece of it. Here's Parrish. He'll give it to Royal. Back to Josh Parrish. Looking for Royal. Parrish gets it inside to Sonosi, and Emmanuel Sonosi is fouled on the way up. Team foul number 3 on Timberview. It is on Gerald Burrell, and it puts Emmanuel Sonosi at the line. Sonosi in the loss to Summit early this week fouled out with 13 points. DeJuan Brackens, number 21, in for the Wolves at a guard. They've applied gauze to the nose of Colin Hadnot, still on the bench for Timberview. It is a 3-2 Wolf lead. Jaquan Bagby working on Obenwa. Bagby still with it, leaves it outside. Mullins and Sonosi both arrive at that same location, and the block charge to Sonosi. And Seguin now with already 4 fouls. They haven't played 5 minutes. Got the shooter spin. Chris Mullins, 6'2" freshman, averaging 10 points a game. Seguin on the road this year with a record of 6-7. That was hard as it goes off the back iron. Parrish in the front court. Cougars down by a deuce. Sonosi will give it up to Parrish. Edwards and Royal down low. Now heading back to the middle is Josh Parrish. Goes behind Sonosi, drops it outside for a 3. Obenwa misses, rebound up high. Kelton Edwards, and Edwards hits the 17-footer. 6'4" junior. And we start over at 4. 3 minutes to go in the period. Chris Mullins, not the former Golden State Warrior. That one partially blocked, and number 44, Bagby, also fouled in the process by Obenwa. At the line for Timberview, number 44, Jaquan Bagby. It's team foul number 5 on the Cougars. It is 5-4. Can them both. Timberview Pretty good defense this year in the district, giving up just 50. Royal turning, shooting, missing. Coleman got it on the other side. Seguin is allowing a little more than 50 a game. Right at 52. Sutton kicks it back out, now down low. And leaving his feet is Sean Coleman. They got a couple of Cougars to commit. Who do they get? Team foul number 6. It's on Edwards. And Sean Coleman at the line for a couple. Trey Davis, 6'4" sophomore forward, in the game now for the Cougars. And here's Sean Coleman's follow-up. It was just not to be on the second, but his team leads by 3. As a three-point shooting team this year, Seguin a little below average, only 25% from three-point range. Overall from the field, they're hitting 41%. That's the thrown away, trying to get it to Davis. He was double-teamed. A handoff and the two-handed throw down, Quinn Sutton. Thank you very much, 9-4. Sutton with a slam. Seguin may need to hit some threes tonight. Parrish right wing. Edwards back to Parrish. Hits the side of the glass on the drive. Jaquan Bagby to Coleman. Batted away as he tried to go inside to Bagby. Parrish came away with it. And then Bagby held. That is his first and Timberview's 4th team foul. Drew Fields in for the Cougars, number 33. He's joined by Cannon Jones, number 10. Cougars down by 5. They'll have it at side court, number 33, 6'2" senior Drew Fields. Fields against Summit the other night hit 2 3-pointers. To Parrish up high, under a minute to go. Fields back to Parrish. Behind Davis, a screen, nothing happening. Again, getting penetration and a block. On the run is Mullins. Mullins, and Fields went up with him. And there's the 7th team foul. Chris Mullins back at the stripe. Isaac Likely in, 6-foot freshman for the Wolves. Both of them drop for the freshman. 1 of 3 on the varsity. Drew Fields with a long 23-footer. Rebound. Not there for Obenwa. Then the hold underneath. Timberview will have it. Leading by 7 with a half a minute to go. Taken away by Parrish. And Josh Parrish with the steal and the deuce. Pull-up jumper on the other end. Mullen misses. Fields with a rebound. And Parrish sideswiped and the shovel pass inside to Brackens. Parrish hit by Likely. Team foul number 8 assessed to the Cougars. And it puts DeWan Brackens at the line. Brackens in the loss to Lancaster earlier this week had 13 points. And the junior with one more free toss. Missed them both. Fields there to snatch it. Jones outside to Drew at the buzzer, and that's the end of the first 8 minutes. Timberview leading the Cougars of Seguin at the end of the first quarter, 11-6. And welcome back to the Wolf Den. Timberview handling their prey so far. On top of 5. As both teams break huddle. And it'll be Timberview's possession. Isaac Likely to play it in. William Owens, a sophomore in the game for Timberview. He will start the second quarter. Both of these schools enroll about the same number of students, so no advantage really for either school, a little over 1,600. Nobody in this district really top heavy in enrollment. So William Owens, number 32, entered the forward. He's 6'5". Bounce pass caught by Likely. Likely working on Obenwald. Shoots it across the way to Brackens. At the free throw line from 15, Owens misses. Hip high with a rebound, Emmanuel Sinosi. Cannon Jones. The guard goes right side to Drew Fields. Fields turns. Nothing happening on Owens. Here he is again. Drew Fields from 17 misses, and off of whom? Off of Seguin. Gerald Burrell back in, number 33, replaces William Owens. Well, Jared Howell, one of the assistant coaches at Bowie, his brother Keith Howell, one of the assistants here at Timberview. Chris Mullins, left of the lane, off balance and uses the glass. Mullins off of the square, his 5th point. It is 13-6. Cannon Jones. Jones misses. One-handed in by Burrell. Bagby to Mullins. In the corner to Sutton. Hand off to Mullins. Again, Timberview 14-9 overall. Seguin under 500 at 9-10. That one missed by Mullins. The tip by Fields comes to Cannon Jones. Down by 7 and a chance to eat into that lead. They're going to have to stay in this game tonight. Obenwald. He'll head to the left hash mark and look at this long 26-footer. Bagby to Mullins, trying to get closer, and is prevented from getting any closer by Cannon Jones. Jones's second personal, team foul number 9. Chris Royal back in. Also league champion number 5. And Chris Mullins at the free throw line. The Wolves have attempted 12 free throws here in the first quarter and a half. There's a 13th. And the good news for Seguin, it's a miss. The bad news, they still trail by 7. Just can't get close here. Parrish. Behind Royal, inside. Josh Parrish with his 5th point. Coming off a 16-point game and a loss to Summit. 13-8. 5:15 to go in the half. Mullins left side. Back out. Bagby. Sutton back to Bagby. Bagby double pump, turns on Parrish, can't shoot. Mullins will and missed the 3. Here's Champion. Taken away by Mullins. Burrell back outside. The next foul committed by Seguin would be the 10th. They break it up. Sonosi, and he's grabbed by Sutton. Team foul number 5 on the Wolves. Sutton charged with his first. Kelton Edwards inbound successfully, the league champion. To Sonosi. Finds an opening. Sonosi, his first 2 of the game. Overall, his 3rd point. Or first from the field. And the difference now at 3. So a 7-point lead has been cut to 3 by the Cougars. Mullins. Mullins will take it in and miss. Royal headed this way and off our broadcast table position underneath the monitor. Seguin will still have it. Emmanuel Sonosi. And back on offense go the Cougars. The give to Edwards. Edwards on Mullins. Royal lost it. Mullins trying to break free of the pack. He does, goes up and drops in 2 more. And the freshman with 7 points. The lead at 5 on the other end. The drive and then the push after the shot. Champion helped up the foul on Jaquan Bagby, team foul number 6. League champion, 5'11" junior at the line. To make it a 3-point game, there's some of it. Trey Davis in for Chris Royal. So Champion will size up the second. 15-12. 3:33 to go in the half. Mullins guarded by Edwards. The feed inside, and there's a miss by Burrell, but Bagby able to control the loose ball. Bagby backing in on Champion. Little shovel toss to Sutton. Mullins underneath and stepped on the line. Not Mullins, rather, number 13. Sean Coleman stepped on the baseline. And a turnover with 3:09 to go in the half. Glad you're with us on AISD-TV on the road tonight at Timberview. Beautiful facility here. League champion. We're going to visit with new athletic director Kevin Ozee on conversations coming up shortly. His first hire was at Lamar. The new football coach at Lamar is Laban DeLay, former Arlington Colt, a 360 spin move, and Josh Parrish walked with him. So Laban DeLay, the newest head coach in the AISD. He'll slowly bring in some new staff members as well. Was an assistant at South Grand Prairie most recently. Quinn Sutton hangs, misses, gets it back. Got to it before Senosi. Jaquan Bagby misses. Minute 50 to go in the half. And a third step taken by Kelton Edwards. Edwards kind of in disbelief. He gives it up. Number 10, Colin Hadnot, who was injured, took a blow to the nose and back in there now. To me, anything is an injury, even a scrape, fingernail scrape, that qualifies as an injury. Colin Hadnot in for the Wolves. Yeah, paper cut, hangnail. Mullins to Sutton. Sutton from 13. His 6th point. Quinn Sutton, the senior, makes it 17-12. Minute 17 left in the half. Jaquiz Murray. Murray goes up and is hammered over the top. Well, no way you can prevent Hadnot. I mean, Hadnot, you want to try to prevent the shot. Came down hard on Jaquiz Murray, who kind of gave him a evil eye look. 17-13 the count. Colin Hadnot checks out. Murray on the second, and a lane violation. Would not have counted. Lane violation, Seguin. It stays a 4-point game. Chris Mullins with a slow walk to midcourt. Has 7 of his team's 17 points. Isaac Likely to Sutton, back to Likely. They go left side to Bagby. Now Mullins in the middle. Under 50 seconds to go. Hadnot to Sutton. Lost it. Between the legs, and Sutton couldn't hang on to it, and a turnover. Man, a 3 would look good for Seguin to make it a 1-point game, but we'll see what they elect to do. The Wolves have 7 fouls. Half a minute to go. Trey Davis to Parrish. Davis connects. That's a big bucket. Trey Davis, the sophomore, with a good stroke. Hadnot to Sutton, and nope. .7 in a 2-point game. Or 17-15 rather. No basket. Offensive charge. Bagby committing the foul. Seguin's ball, Josh Parrish. And now they want Emmanuel Senosi to inbound. They've got time, 7 seconds. With 5. Parrish, he'll let it fly and miss. He gets it back and walked with it with less than a second to go. And virtually no time to do anything, and that is the end of the first half. Intermission here at Timberview. Our halftime score, Mansfield Timberview 17, the Arlington Seguin Cougars 15. And they dump it in play, Sonosi, and the Cougars take possession of it first. Chris Royal twisting, gets a pass over to Josh Parrish. Glides to the middle. They start the 5-second count, able to get rid of it. Emmanuel Sonosi working on Jaquan Bagby. Leaves it to Royal. Wanted to get it back to Sonosi. A little backdoor cut. Sonosi with a 3, short. Bagby reels it in for the Wolves, and Timberview's first possession of the second half. Bagby in the corner, trying to get it in close. He does. And banking it in is Gerald Burrell. Burrell, the 6'5" senior, with his first 2. 6th different Wolf to score. And a 3, and the first of the game for Seguin. Josh Parrish connects. And now a 1-point game. Jaquan Bagby looking into that 2-3 zone. Nothing happening on the right side, so they'll do a little readjustment. Here's Chris Mullins back to Bagby. Now they come out kind of more of a matchup zone. Bagby off balance, gets the pass off to Mullins. Mullins now picked up by lead champion. Now they settle back again the 3rd time. Sutton from the free throw line misses, and now a chance for the Cougars to take the lead. On the break, the shovel pass, layup short. That was the attempt of Jaquiz Murray. And Mullins is shaken up, number 24, Chris Mullins. Looks like they're underneath the eye. And Mullins going to have to come out. Isaac Likely, his replacement. Mullins to the bench. Seguin will get it back. And another chance to take the lead. The champion. Behind Royal. To Sonosi. Baseline reverse. Sonosi with a baseline reverse. His 5th point, and the Cougars take the lead. Isaac Likely. Almost intercepted the pass. Bagby got to it before champion and thrown away. Sutton was ready to get it, but couldn't get his hands on it, and the turnover. Parrish right side to Sonosi. Here's Royal. Royal working on Sutton. Takes Sutton inside, shoots and misses. Rebound Seguin. Royal. Recovery. Another chance. Jaquiz Murray battling hard underneath. First foul of the second half. It's on Gerald Burrell. And to the line, Jaquiz Murray. Cougars were 5 of 10 in foul shooting the first half. Now 5 of 11. Chris Mullins back in for the Wolves. Here's Murray's second free toss. Still could go. Nope. stayed out. So perhaps another lead change here. Sutton misses. Rebound Parrish. To Onosi, and the layup good. Emmanuel Sonosi. Timeout Timberview. And the Cougars now lead by 3, 22-19. Nice start here in the second half for the Cougars, who came in averaging an even 50 points a game. Next week they'll host Lancaster, and then a road game at Waxahachie. Those are the two games next up for Seguin. We talked earlier about Timberview. Because of the odd number of teams in this district, the Wolves were the first team to complete the first half of district play. 9 teams comprise District 14-5A. I believe only 6 more games left in district after tonight. So both coaches have the 5 they want. Following the break, Jaquan Bagby will play it in for the Wolves. He's got Mullins and Hadnot ahead. Here's Mullins. Back to Bagby. Bagby guarded by Kelton Edwards. Around Edwards, stops. Edwards shuts him down. Bagby with 3 points tonight. In the corner, back from Mullins. Here's Hadnot. And Sutton slips it to Bagby. Quinn Sutton, 18-footer. Sutton with his 8th point. 22-21 Seguin. That one rims out. Kelton Edwards taking the shot. Substitution Wolves. Number 21, Daquan Brackens. Bagby starts a drive, gets a little closer. Bagby's first 2 from the field, his 5th point. And another lead change, 23-22 Timberview. Kelton Edwards, here's Sonosi. Parrish right side. Josh Parrish with a jump step inside, misses. And controlled by number 32, William Owens. Mullins left to the lane, drop pass outside for a 3. Not there. Brackens took the shot. Here's Seguin in transition. Sonosi layup. .23, and another lead change. Bagby up and in. Back and forth we go. Josh Parrish angles over to the right hash mark. He's working on Sutton. Shoots it over to Kelton Edwards. Edwards can't decide, now gives it up to Roy. Champion on Owens, misses. Champion gets it back, goes left-handed and scores. Lead Champion, 26-25, Seguin. Quinn Sutton now in double figures with 10. Coming off an 18-point game in the loss to Lancaster. Minute 31 to go here in the third. Senosi to Edwards, Kelton Edwards from the free throw line. Rebound, Royal. Backing in on Mullins. Turn, shoot, blocked from behind, out of bounds, Owens. William Owens at 6'5" with the block shot. Cannon Jones in for the Cougs. And Kelton Edwards set to inbound. He does. Open, Royal for a three, short. Minute 10 left. Bagby handoff to Mullins. Mullins goes up and is hit by Senosi and counted. Chris Mullins. Well, this kid's only a freshman and has a lot of basketball skills. 29-26. 12th point in this quarter for Timberview. Cougars have scored 11. 30-26. 10 points for Mullins. So the Cougars will go the length of the court. Plenty of time. Down by 4. Cannon Jones. Here's Senosi. To Parrish. Cougars do have a three. Kelton Edwards bottoms it out. And the junior with his 4th point. 30-28. Mullins picked up by Edwards. Drops a pass off baseline, number 21. Another chance up and fouled. DeJuan Brackens. Brackens will go to the line. Team foul number 2 on Seguin. At the line, 6'2" junior DeJuan Brackens. The Wolves are 7 of 13 in free throw shooting. Attempted 12 free throws in the first half. Stays a 2-point game. Second one stays in, 31-28. 11 seconds. Not there. The drive, the attempt by Cannon Jones. 3 seconds, 2.4. And a timeout taken. 2.4. And a timeout taken here at Timberview. Vern Cox, happy 60th. Vern celebrating a birthday today. A late January baby. Everyone here wishes you a happy birthday. Following the timeout. Less than 3 seconds remaining here in the third. It'll be Timberview's ball. And Cameron Marshall, a freshman, going to inbound. He's in for the first time. Marshall, it is touched. 1 second from about 60 feet. DeJuan Brackens let it fly. We go to the fourth. The Cougars trailing Timberview by 3. Spence, his long sleeve, sunburn, afraid to get sunburned. Yeah, yeah. One, two. Well, this is a little better game. This one's still in doubt. Right. Yeah. Sean Coleman and the Timberview Wolves inbound to begin the fourth quarter. They lead by 3. The ball is kicked by Bagby. They control it in the corner of the 3 not there. Bagby again twisting, hands it off, shot in and down. Gerald Burrell, 33-28. Cougars down by a nickel. Josh Parrish looks over to head coach Bobby Thigpen. Drives and is cut off by Mullins, number 24. That'll be the second team foul committed by Timberview. So each team with 2 fouls. And it comes to Obenwald. Cross court to Parrish. Down low, Trey Davis. Lost it. Lead pass, Mullins over Parrish. And Parrish up with a block, but the follow-up to Juan Brackens. 35-28. The lead now at 7. Open for a 3, blocked. Bagby got up and got to the piece of the ball as it goes out of bounds. Seguin gets it back, Kelton Edwards. And the long pass is up for grabs and off of number 24, Chris Mullins. Side court, Kelton Edwards. They break, it comes to Obenwald. The deficit, 7 points. Timberview, quite honestly, trying to stay with Red Oak, and that's a 3. Nice 3, the second team three-pointer. Kelton Edwards connects. It's 35-31. Timberview 2 games behind Lake Ridge in the standings. Red Oak right on their heels for that 4th playoff spot. They did not make the playoffs last year. Seguin did. They finished 4th place at 8-6. A loss tonight will put Seguin behind Red Oak and really make it difficult to finish in that 4th spot. Lancaster probably going to win the district. Coach Dwayne Gregory with his team at 4-3 at home. And DeJuan Brackens to inbound and got a quick cross block charge to Obenwald. Team foul number 3. Front court, handoff, got a player down in front of us. That's Jawan Bagby. Bagby had fallen down, now he's back up, limping a little bit. Sean Coleman gives it up to Bagby. Into Burrell and an elbow, and Got some contact, illegal contact underneath. Seguin just picks up team foul number 4. That one thrown away. The pass intended for Mullins. Down by 4. And here come the Cougars again. Cannon Jones veers over to the left to Obenwald. Sanosi. He will take the long shot and miss, and then Bagby got tied up with Obenwald on the rebound. And they get Timberview on the foul. Yeah, they do. Jaquan Bagby is hit with a foul. That's his 4th. And the team's 3rd. He'll come out. Quinn Sutton, his replacement. Coach Gregory not too pleased with that last sequence, especially if this one falls. It misses. Kelton Edwards misses. Parrish with a rebound, and then Parrish pinned to the floor. Team foul number 4. DeJuan Brackens is charged with his first, and it puts number 30, Josh Parrish, at the line. Cougars were 5 of 10 in foul shooting the first half. Got to make the free throws, and he does. 35-32. Cannon Jones back in, number 10. Parrish with 9 points, averaging 12 a game. The lead stays at 3. Sutton open, but gives up. A little space there. Isaac Likely. And this one picked off by Parrish. And Josh Parrish with a steal and a layup. 11 points for the junior. It's 35-34. He'll be back next year. Lee Champion returns. Kelton Edwards. And Jaquiz Murray and Trey Davis. A 1-point game. Chris Mullins around Jones. Now backing in, still with the ball. Is double teamed, gets rid of it, open, and an easy layup as Coleman got behind everybody. 37-34. Baseline, and Sanosi with an attempt out of bounds off of Timberview. Edwards will inbound. Here's a 3 on the way. It is taken and missed by Cannon Jones. Over the line and off of Seguin. Timberview just 5 years ago a state finalist, or semifinalist. 27 wins as they went to the semifinals. That was the year the girls made the state finalist. 4 minutes and leading by 3. Intended and a push from behind. Parrish as Sutton got the bounce pass. Parrish picks up his second. It's the team's 5th. Again, next week, we're at Lamar for the Martin Lamar contest. Danny Husband will sit in and join us as we continue to call on former coaches to add to our broadcast. DeJuan Brackens with his 5th point. Parrish and used the elbow. Team foul number, or Mullins rather. No, it's not on Parrish, it's Mullins. Team foul number 5, so each team with 5 fouls. Deep pass caught by Senosi. Cougars down by 5. Senosi, a head fake, takes it in a little closer, goes left hand and off the glass, and Manuel Senosi now in double figures with 11. Timeout Timberview, 3.5 minutes to go in the game. A battle between the four-legged Hunters, the Wolves, and the Cougars tonight. DeJuan Brackens, and the Wolves have it. And it comes to Chris Mullins. Mullins, a bounce pass on the side to Bagby. Bagby. And the handoff, and Brackens misses. 3:12 to go, and the Cougars down by 3. Edwards and Parrish have the team 3-pointers tonight. Here's Parrish trying to add one more, blocked by Brackens, picked up by Kelton Edwards. Into Parrish, and Parrish is pushed from behind by Mullins. Team foul number 6 on Timberview. Kelton Edwards to inbound. Oh, all kinds of selections and game strategies now for Coach Bobby Thigpen. A lot of options. Wolves have one more foul than the Cougars. Parrish on Likely. Outside the lead champion three-pointer, no. Caught free throw line, Colin Hadnot. Two and a half minutes to go. It was 17-15 Wolves at the half. Hadnot almost held by Senosi. No whistle. Now here is one. Mullins held by Cannon Jones. Team foul number 6 on the Cougars, and Isaac Likely in front of us to play it in. Looking and feeds number 21, Brackens, gives it up to Sutton. Sutton up and blocked. The block by Kelton Edwards at 6'4", ahead to Senosi. And the reach-in foul on Brackens, and that is the 7th. It comes with 2:04 to go as they chase the ball down. See how deflated the ball is now as it went hard off the bricks. Check the air pressure. Emmanuel Senosi at the strike. And misses the first. Cougars did not shoot well from the line Tuesday night in the loss to Summit. Here's another one. That one is good. 39-37. Senosi in double figures with 12 and a timeout taken with 2:04 to play. 2:04 left. It'll be Timberview's possession. Colin Hadnot will play it in. Senosi trying to distract him. They fall down, Mullins, but they maintain. Now they give it up. Champion hands it off, and either a charge, it's offensive charge on Emmanuel Senosi. Will not result in a 1-and-1. But what it does, it gives the ball back to Timberview. And at 52 to go. The press, the tip, and picked up, falling down, still loose. Champion has it. Well, it's a nice job by Cannon Jones to kind of scoot it towards the direction of a teammate and not travel with it. The timeout comes. It'll be a short timeout, a minute 45 to go. 39-37. Well, at this stage of the game, these points are like time and sleep. You can never have enough of either. And the strategy for the Wolves. Leading scorer tonight for Timberview is Chris Mullins and Quinn Sutton. They both have 10. The Cougars are paced by Emmanuel Sinosi and Josh Parrish. Sinosi with 12 and Parrish with 11. It's Seguin's ball, midcourt, Emmanuel Sinosi. Minute 45 to go, shoots it in play to a wide open Josh Parrish. Parrish, will he give it up or shoot? Backing in, he will shoot and miss. Gets it back, goes up, misses again. Kelton Edwards grabs it. Edwards scores. Edwards with his 9th point. We're tied at 39. Minute 13 to go. Mullins on Parrish. Goes across the way to Likely. Likely guarded by Champion. 1 minute to go. And a timeout taken by head coach Dwayne Gregory. Well, the first go-around came right down to the last couple of seconds. 43-41, Timberview won that contest. Tonight they're trying to go to 15-9 overall. Seguin trying to get back to 500 at 10-10, but more importantly, just stay alive for that 4th spot. There's a little bit of nervousness, but kind of a controlled nervousness. If you have the right defense in mind and not commit a foul. Both teams have 7. And following school on a Friday, kudos to the students who come out and come back to school to see a game. That's the Timberview student section. Side court, and it's shot into play and caught by Chris Mullins. Mullins picked up at half court by Parrish. 46 seconds to play. Mullins behind Likely. Now Likely's backs off. Mullins still has it. He drives. 31 seconds to play. See if they call another timeout or try to take a shot. Mullins backing in. 23 seconds. Just playing keep away. Working for something good. And they do take another timeout. 17 seconds to go. They held that ball for some 50-plus seconds. Does Timberview, well, they don't need a 3. They don't have one tonight. And again, the onus on the Cougar defense as not to foul. They're over the limit with 7. But you don't want to give up something easy also. Advantage Timberview. Trying to look for that open shot. As they buzz them back to play here. And Coach Courtney Phillips victorious earlier tonight. as the Lady Cougs ran their district record to a perfect 12-0, ranked 14th in the state, and stay #1 in the district. They're going to let number 10, Colin Hadnot, inbound for the Wolves. And now Likely comes over to head coach Dwayne Gregory, who's all the way out to midcourt. All right, 17 seconds to go, tied at 39. Hadnot will loop it in play, and it's caught by Isaac Likely. 10 seconds. It's loose, it's out of bounds. It goes off of Chris Mullins, and Seguin has a chance. What an opportunity, unlikely as it was. Kelton Edwards will inbound. 7.2 to Josh Parrish. With 2 seconds, goes up, blocked, loose, and we go to overtime. Extra basketball here tonight at Timberview. Overtime, we're tied at 39. Overtime, they'll jump center, 4 minutes. The fouls carry over. This is our 10th year of telecasting on AISD, and I think we've only had 2 overtime games down through the years. Haven't had many of them. Kelton Edwards to jump center. He'll go up with Quinn Sutton. Check the alignment. It's tossed and controlled by the Wolves. So we'll have it first. Mullins would certainly like to redeem himself. Lost it. Run down by Hadnot. Hadnot working on Champion. Here's Mullins. Mullins and contact by Lee Champion. Team foul number 8. And it puts Chris Mullins at the line where he is 4 of 6. It's a 1-and-1, no bonus. Big miss for Timberview here in overtime. Advantage Cougars now. Here's Champion. Goes baseline, stopped, in trouble, lost it, rolling over, and did he go out of bounds? Isaac Likely went out of bounds with it, so Seguin kind of lucky to get it back. Senosi almost got hit by the ball, wasn't he? Was waiting to get it from the official. Here's Champion. Kelton Edwards, 9 points tonight. Up top, Senosi backs it out. He can shoot the 3. Edwards, right hash mark. 2:53 to go in OT. To Parrish. Senosi shut down and resets it. Nice defense by DeJuan Brackens. So the little bit of stall is on. Parrish. Outside and a 3 on the way. Senosi misses over the top. Kelton Edwards. Edwards went over the top of Colin Hadnot. And now we go back to the other end for the 1-and-1. Edwards picks up his first foul of the night, team foul number 9. And Colin Hadnot, who has not attempted a free throw. 6'4" junior. A 1-and-1, it is up, it is no good, another miss. Rebound Senosi. 2:22 left in OT. In that last period, the Cougars outscored the Wolves 11-9, 11-8. That brought it to 39, where we are. Sanosi got the handoff from Royal. Parrish midcourt. Minute 55 left. Neither team has scored in OT. Edwards and the Cougars looking for the right opening and perhaps the right matchup. Edwards on Likely, puts it on the floor. Now it's past Sanosi, reaches back, trying to save it. It's loose, it's picked up by Timberview. The Cougars turn it over. They head to Mullins and try to shovel it off to Sutton. And Mullins left his feet on the handoff, went up, and was fouled. The foul is on Chris Royal. That is the 10th and the double bonus. 2 shots for number 24 freshman Chris Mullins. 40-39. The Wolves strike first in OT. Here's the bonus. No. Rebound Parrish. Down by 1. Minute 20 to go. Parrish had Edwards in the right corner. Here's Edwards. Edwards right on the three-point line. Misses. Rebound run down by Sanosi. The Cougars get it back. 1:01 to go. Parrish right side. Josh backs it out. Inside. Nice ball handle and the layup. It wanted to come out. Royal scores. 41-40. That spun around and finally went down, and an offensive charge on Chris Mullins. Mullins on the offensive charge. He gives it up. It'll be Seguin's ball with 35.8 left in overtime. 41-40. Emmanuel Sanosi may have a wet spot or maybe something loose on the floor. It is a wet spot underneath the rim, and they'll dry that up. A little housekeeping here with Seguin taking possession of it. Now Josh Parrish will play it in. Cougars by 1. Champion back to Parrish. A hit on the run to Cannon Jones. Now all the way over as they spread it out. And the hold. And a 1-and-1. Chris Mullins just picks up his 4th foul. Team foul number 9 and a 1-and-1 for Cannon Jones, number 10. Up and in. 42-40 Cougars. 5'9" sophomore. Hitting 59% this year from the line. Timeout, Timberview. So they'll do a head case, or try to do a head case on Cannon Jones, try to get inside of him on this timeout. We'll see if Cannon's distracted. If he makes the second, it would make it a 3-point game, and the Cougars so desperately need a road win this year in district. Trying to go to 4-6. As a team, the Cougars hitting close to 68%. Those are the numbers. And the total team fouls. Again, next week we're at Lamar, the Vikings and the Warriors. Lamar won that first meeting. Well, both teams scored over 70 points in the first district matchup. Okay, Cannon Jones getting a little bit of encouragement as he heads back to the line. And will try to make it 43-40. No one has come out yet for Timberview. And here they come. If it's a miss, the Cougars have to sag back as quick as they can on defense and try to get to midcourt. Cannon Jones, he steadies. He throws it up. He's got it. 43-40. Quinn Sutton, nobody open, and Sutton has to take a timeout. The Cougars with every defender covered, and a nice job as Timberview has to take a timeout. They'll have to go the length of the court. Plenty of time. That's not the issue. Cougars are over the limit. 10 team fouls. So you can try to work it inside, perhaps try to get a basket in one. If the open shot is there, you take it. Cougars don't want to give up a three. No one has made a three tonight for the Wolves. So bonus coverage on our road trip tonight. Just what we wanted. Suddenly this is becoming a rather lengthy timeout. So there's the buzzer. And we're just about set to go. This sounds like a Family Feud buzzer. Sounds exactly like the buzzer they use on Family Feud. Isaac Likely. As he looks ahead, you've got Sutton. You've got William Owens in there. Owens in there at 6'5", number 32. Almost lost it. Brackens. Here's Mullins. Front court, 20 seconds. Mullins will let him have the layup. Mullins lays it up. 43-42. And Mullins grabs, or did they call a timeout before the inbounds? Timeout. Timeout, Seguin before the inbounds. 43-42. Mullins with 4 fouls. He has 13 points. And now the Seguin strategy. You could air it out. You could let it fly down court, maybe hope for a foul. It would be the 10th on Timberview. That's a possibility. You stay close, you work it. You know that sooner or later the Wolves are going to send Seguin to the line. 13.6 to go. And Dwayne Gregory looks as nervous as a turkey on Thanksgiving. .6. Wolves winning by 2 the first meeting. Coach Thigpen hoping this plays out in his favor. It'll be Josh Parrish at 6'2". And it's going to be at side court. Not at baseline, it's side court. So there's about an extra 8 or 9 feet. Looking, inbounds pass, and the quick foul as Lee Champion pushed from behind. He was rear-ended by DeJuan Brackens. And Lee Champion to the line. He's a perfect 2 of 2. And the double bonus. Two chances for the junior. Almost rattled out. 44-42. The lowest scoring games in district this year for both teams. Champion second, as good as a first. 45-42. 11 seconds. Cross half court, Mullins. Mullins layup, short. Rebound, Parrish. And Parrish is grabbed with 3.5 seconds to play and could end it with a free throw. Well, it bodes well for the Cougs, on top by 3. And Josh Parrish to the line. He is 2 of 4. He'll have 2 chances to try to make it a 2-possession game. And that's the one. That gives the Cougars a 4-point lead. That's the big one. Can kind of ease off, as well as the defense. 3.5 seconds. Hits a second for good measure. 47-42. Just let them have it. 2 seconds, 1 second. The three-pointer is woefully short. Wouldn't have mattered. And the Cougars come away from the Wolf Den with an overtime victory. In overtime, Seguin with 8 points and Timberview with 4. Cougars go to 4-6 in district, 10-10 overall. Timberview falls to 5-5 in district, 14-10 on the year. Josh Parrish finished with 13 points. Emmanuel Sinosi added 12, your 2 leading scorers for the Cougars. For the Wolves, Chris Mullins led all scorers with 13 as the Cougars win it in overtime. Earlier tonight, the Lady Cougs defeat the Lady Wolves, and Bobby Thigpen picks up the victory tonight for the boys. 47-42 in overtime. Our thanks to our AISD-TV production crew, both coaches and the administration here at Mansfield Timberview. A win tonight for the Cougars of Seguin. Until next week, this is John Nelson saying good night from Timberview High.